perks, some advantages of traveling in a wheelchair.
You don't want to travel somewhere and have it be exactly the same as where you came. There's the efficiency of going from place to place, which is helpful. Oftentimes, if you do need assistance, particularly in a place with a different language and with a different culture, it's a way to make a much closer bond with people in a particular location. It changes you in some ways from being a tourist to having a familiar relationship.
You are listening to the Traipsin Global on Wheels podcast hour, the place to be to learn about the latest and greatest life stories from people who are doing incredible disability advocacy work. Chris Waddell, in 1988, he was injured at a ski accident. However, that did not stop him. Just 2 months after his accident, he returned to college and then started monoskiing less than a year later, and was named the U.S. Disabled Ski Team a little more than 2 years later. He has 12 Paralympic medals and has become the most decorated male monoskier in history. He competed in 4 Winter Paralympics, winning 12 medals, and 3 Summer Paralympics, winning a silver medal in the 200 meters in Sydney. In December of 2009, Chris also became the first nearly unassisted paraplegic to summit Mount Kilimanjaro. And welcome, Chris.
I climbed Kilimanjaro. We had 2 separate rigs to climb the mountain, just in the event that there was anything that could go wrong. I did not have 2 separate wheelchairs, and I don't recommend doing that entirely, just because it can be a real challenge carrying all of the stuff that you have to carry anyway. I am effectively a pack rat oftentimes. Some of it is just getting bags that can work for you, that fit you. I often travel with a backpack and a duffel bag, and it's actually a duffel bag that has straps that effectively make it a backpack as well. So I can put my backpack on my back, and then I can put this other bag on my lap, but with the straps I can keep it in control. I climb dumbbell stuff and light dumbbell stuff for the shoulders, whether I'm doing rotator cuff kinds of things, whether I'm doing empty bottles, which is almost like sitting on a bench and turning your wrists out like you're emptying a bottle. Reverse flies, different things like that with weight that is often 5 to 10 pounds. 10 pounds and less, and sometimes it's 2.5 pounds. So you can sometimes you can get a good workout doing this without even having any weight, just using the weight of your arms. And I generally try to do 2 pulling exercises for every pushing exercise. So much of our strength is tricep and pecs, but at the same time, maintaining that shoulder stability is paramount to our health. So those are, when I'm in the gym, that's what I do. But I think that there are a variety of different things that are important. Like I said, walking the dog can be a workout. That's going out for a walk can definitely be a workout. Hand cycle, I think, is a great workout. I have not done much of it, but I think I'm going to start doing more like kayaking and those kinds of things. But just to keep it simple, I think that one of the biggest things is just go out and off-road hand cycle obviously is one too, but to keep it simple, being in our wheelchair, that can be a good solid workout. Some of what I've tried to do is present an opportunity for people to view me in a comfortable light. So I mentioned that we did a documentary film about the Kilimanjaro climb. It's not mainstream, it's not Star Wars or anything, but at the same time, a fair number of people have seen that. And I think from the comfort of their living room or the comfort of the theater, they're able to put themselves in my situation, in my position. I am I'm the protagonist of this film, and that's what we do, is we put ourselves in the position of the protagonist when we're watching this film. And I think that what that is, that as a proud moment, that's something that I orchestrated, but it was an opportunity for people to see the humanity in me. And I think that is a greater sense of advocacy in terms of is recognizing that we are all representatives of this cause, and what I do might affect how somebody treats you down the road. The assumptions of people within this community is that it's all about a handout and not an exchange of value for value, so it can be pejorative in that sense. But I think that sometimes we can force people to come up with a proper term so much that they just don't say anything. And I don't want to hold that high a responsibility to people. I really want people to, starting a conversation with somebody you don't know is a difficult thing, and I think that I want to honor the intention of somebody who wants to connect with me, and sometimes it's easier, sometimes it's not. Sport, in a lot of ways, for me has been the easiest part, because it's a common bond. We're trying to do the same thing. If we're skiing, we're trying to do the same thing, and people have an easier way of connecting with me because they can connect through the.
Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome. Thank you.